a bill requiring public schools to display the 10 Commandments. That overwhelmingly passed the House. Mind-blowing. 82-19. Wasn't even close. I'm not a lawyer, but I guarantee I'm right. Our, quote, lawmakers in Baton Rouge just passed a law that's unlawful, that's unconstitutional. And all it's going to do is cost us taxpayers money. It's already costing us money. Last year, this same representative, Dodie Horton, she passed a bill where every public school classroom, not building, think about this, every classroom, public school classroom. I mean, some public schools have dozens and dozens of classrooms. And there are thousands. There might be 10,000 public schools or more in Louisiana. Elementary, middle, high school, colleges, universities. Every classroom, tens of thousands, have a little plaque now, "In God We Trust," or they're getting one. I want to know the Dodie Horton contributor that's getting the plaque contract. Because you know that's how it's working. 1, 2, 3 individuals have the, quote, plaque contract. We make the "In God We Trust" plaques. You know that's politically connected. Some political donor is making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of the state's taxpayers, off of us, to make these little plaques that say "In God We Trust." And who knows? They might be going to each and every school and each and every classroom and adhering them to a wall and charging the state and taxpayers for that too. I would not doubt that at all. That desperately needs to be looked into. And I would bet Dodie Horton contributor, people Dodie Horton knows well, are the ones making these plaques that say "In God We Trust." That was last year. Dodie Horton's doubling down. The bill this year is to display the 10 Commandments in every public school. Now, this would just be, I think, one set of 10 Commandments, not in each classroom. "In God We Trust," every classroom. 10 Commandments, every classroom building. It's still thousands, and there's somebody making the plaque of the 10 Commandments. Horton says it honors the country's religious origins. Which religion? Christianity and Judaism? I mean, the majority of religions, the 10 Commandments is not part of their religion. It doesn't matter if it is that you like it, it's part of your religion or not. That's irrelevant. I'm Christian, Catholic. It's part of my religion, part of my life. I live by it. But I'm also an American and I have empathy in there. A lot of other religions that are like 10 Commandments, what's that? Yet we're going to display this unconstitutional stuff. Here's what's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. First off, a group's going to sue for the "In God We Trust" plaque. Not wanting them removed, wanting their religious plaque put up there or their atheist plaque put up there. And they're going to win in court. And here's the kicker. No, the state taxpayers pay for it. And then there's going to be a bunch of other groups that want the same thing done. And the state's going to be like, we're not paying for the spaghetti monster religion plaque. Remove all the "In God We Trust" plaques. And then the same thing for the 10 Commandments. This was already tried on public property. A few years ago, a legislator wanted to put a 10 Commandments monument on Capitol grounds, public property. Right away, it was a group out of either North or South Carolina, already had their statue done. It was the devil, Lucifer, sitting on a throne with a tail and pointy ears, with 2 children sitting on his lap as he read a book to them. And then the spaghetti monster religion. I'm not making that up, although someone did just make it up. They made it up to prove the point of unconstitutional endeavors, legislation like this. So no, once the devil statue appeared as a possibility, the spaghetti monster thing, this legislature pulled the 10 Commandments on public property. This is so simple. And I'm a 10 Commandments guy. Same thing's going to happen right here. The "In God We Trust" plaque, there's going to be a lawsuit. They're going to be removed. And the 10 Commandments thing, if they put them up, there's going to be a lawsuit. They're going to be removed. It's going to cost taxpayers millions of dollars. Probably already is. This little endeavor that Dodie Horton has come up with, one of her contributors, one of her pals, I guarantee you, making a bunch of money making the In God We Trust plaques or the 10 Commandment plaques. And the beautiful thing is all they're doing is subbing it out to some out-of-state company, upcharging the state and making some cash as an unneeded middleman. Crazy, unconstitutional, essentially illegal legislation that our, quote, lawmakers are coming up with. What a waste of time. So many problems in Louisiana. And we're going to pass legislation last year, In God We Trust, in every school classroom. And now, Dodie Horton's latest and greatest, a bill passing the House 82-19, 4 out of 5, voting that the 10 Commandments be displayed in public schools. Wow. Mind-blowing.